When I started working as a medical interpreter, it was very scary because I wasn't sure how I was going to do for that day. Hi, I'm Jeanette. Welcome to Interpreting Simplified. Bienvenidos a mi canal. When I started working as a medical interpreter, it was very scary because I wasn't sure how I was going to do for that day. What I mean is, I wasn't sure if I was going to be good enough. So, getting ready to go to work, there was a lot of prayer involved. I would arrive early to the parking lot and sit in my car and pray and just ask God to help me have a clear mind, to be able to think, to help me to remember the words that I was going to need for interpreting that day. Actually, I have a funny story about that. Because I used to arrive at the parking lot early to pray, one time I had my head down and I had my head like this over the steering wheel, and the parking attendant came over and he was like knocking on the window and he was like, "Are you okay?" It was funny and it was a little embarrassing, and I rolled my window down and I'm like, I was just praying. I usually pray before I get on the shuttle to get to the hospital, but it was part of my morning ritual. And I think it helped me to be calm and at peace and to have a clearer mind so that the vocabulary wouldn't be such a challenge and that I would be able to interpret the things throughout the day. So the point of doing this is because I needed to be mentally and emotionally prepared. Mentally prepared because I never knew what kind of encounter I was going to walk into that day. Sometimes I would be interpreting for the cardiologist, sometimes I'd be interpreting for the neurologist, sometimes I'd assist with a therapy session for a child and their parent, or I would interpret for a social worker. And all of these encounters require different vocabulary, and also they were emotionally charged, or they could be emotionally charged at different levels. So in order to be able to handle the workload throughout the day, I needed to mentally, emotionally, in my case, spiritually prepare to be able to do the best that I could for the families and the providers. Thank you for watching, and as always, if I can do this, anybody can do this. So we have a checklist that you can check out that would help your journey in the certification process a little easier. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video with your friends or anybody who's looking to become a medical interpreter.